Hello, my dear viewers, and yet once again to another episode of how to survive, how to be successful in the coronavirus outbreak. Unfortunately, my internet is gone. I'm trying to look for, how to get it refixed. So, for the meantime, what I'm doing is I have this. You see this Termite hill? This one is so long. It's so long that it's fucking taller than me, man. See how tall it is? It's like this tall. So. I'm gonna take all my frustration and my anger and I'm gonna put it in this. I'm gonna mess it up. You see this it's like my Picasso. I have my, cutlass and stuff on the other side. But I just wanted to blow some steam and, I was gonna do this eventually because, I thought that, when light is off or, there's no electricity, or you have nothing to do, at least there's a lot of things you could do. You could start your garden, you could redecorate. Actually, what I want to do I'll show you at the end of it. Like, this is just the start of it. I'll show how I'm gonna create. I want to create an art piece out of this. It sounds crazy, but I'll create an art piece out of this because it's already a structure. Yes, what art is, you kind of see a structure in a structure. This is not, it's a natural structure, that you just have to take out the bad stuff inside. Maybe you guys will get to see what's inside, where the queen is, how I'm gonna kill the queen, trying to get to the queen, kill the queen. Then from killing the queen, then, I finish the art. So this is just the start. Stay tuned. And I'll have a wonderful time in this sun. The reason why I'm wearing this long stuff is, once I started hitting the termites, you see what okay, I don't know if I can, you see my shoes, have them all covered up. Because oh my God, how is this show? Okay, so, because once I started hitting it, like, this big ass termites came out, big termites with big heads. So I'm like, oh my God, I better go wear some protective stuff. If one of these stuff bites me, so I'm cutting it and then, wait, I hope you see the hole. So I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm like, shit, I hope that's not a snake hole and a snake can come out anytime. So I'm pretty much being careful here. I've not been in this side for a long time. So I know there's a lot of stuff there. But, stay tuned. I'll show you what's inside. It's going to be fun. Yeah? As you can see, I'm waging war against this, like, big hill. I've gone just a little bit there. You see how big these termites are? Where the hell is it? You see, this one is big ass, So, one thing I'm learning about them is, once I hit a little bit inside, they come outside and then they come and intimidate, try to check if there's a problem or not. And then what they do is they actually go back inside, So they're very complicated. I'm just trying not these little guys to touch me, because if they actually bite me, shit, I'll be dead. So, this in progress. So let's see how it ends up. It's like 30 minutes. Let's see how it goes in the next 1 hour or 2 hours, So you might even get to see what's inside, and Termite hill. I say, they're very hard working, Imagine how much time it took for them to create something like this, and they never stop working, I wish human beings were like this, and we will just stop talking and complaining and just start doing the work, Stop complaining and start doing the work. We want action-oriented people like termites, like ants. We don't want, like wild animals, donkeys, cows, that all they know is just, and then, they start fighting each other, without doing anything productive. So I wish, Africa, I don't know, we were supposed to be like the black ants, but I don't know what happened. What happened? Yeah, what happened? You never know. Yeah, so I'm still going. I just wanted to show you guys the inside of, the termite thingy house or hut or, termite hill, I call it, yeah? So, in the middle of it, that's where they have like this small cage, like where they keep their kids, I guess, I don't know what this is, this one is different. This is white hair, a little bit light brown, but then this is like dark brown. And you can see inside, I hope you can see, like there's so much tunnels in there, You see, like, you know, they're amazing, you know. I mean, they're just animals. You see, like this, the soldiers, you know, let me see how big their head is, looking for me so that they could kill me. I'm looking for the queen now. It should be in here somewhere, you know, in there somewhere. And then, you know, I have to break through a whole lot more, you know, so let's see how it goes. I have to break through, and then I guess I'm gonna have to dig also. So I'm doing this on my own, you know, nobody. I just try to do impossible trends by myself, so, you know, I could actually, you know, just blow steam and, you know, exercise, or, you know, just get my mind off things, you know. I mean, it's not really about the work. To me, it's not the work that is hard, you know. I mean, if you're doing something and you enjoy it, you just keep hammering at it. You keep hammering at an obstacle, or you keep hammering at a problem, or you keep hammering at something. After a while it gives way. So this is what this is about. Just not concentrate on the work and how much you have to do, but just concentrate on the actual flow of doing the work, you know. So, you know, that's basically what it is, to be able to work in extreme conditions for a long period of time. So, you know, let's get to see what's inside. It would be interesting, I'm sure. Yeah, so for those of you that have never seen what is inside a termite hill, you know, I mean, this is what is inside. These are the baby termites. Unfortunately for me, you know, I mean, I'm learning a lot of things. I mean, like this, the little termites. I think you can see them moving somewhere. You know, I mean, right there. You know, I mean, you know, they have amazing architecture, civil engineering going on here. I don't know who taught them all of these stuff. I mean, it's just amazing. They just keep walking. You know, the unfortunate thing about this is, you know, they took so many years to actually create something as amazing as this, and they call it their protective zone. And me, as a human being, a bigger, more intelligent species, they might be more intelligent than me, but I mean, as the bigger species, I would have to kill so many termites. So I'm kind of feeling very, very sad about that. You know, but you could just tell you something about life. You know, life is really about the strongest survive. It's like a jungle. That is the truth. You know, people want equality, but then this is pretty much a jungle. You know, the strongest species survives. You know, so that's it. And the next thing I think I'm gonna have to do, I think the queen is in here. I don't know. I mean, it has to be in here. So you see the outer layer, it's very hard to, you know, get through. It's a lot of work. But, you know, the inside, you can see the inside is pretty much easy to break, you know, because I did this without any water, or, you know, with just a pickaxe and a spade. You know, basically that's the only things I'm using. And then I just dump all the crazy stuff on this side. You see, I mean, I had my pickaxe tied because, you know, it's messing up my hands. You know, so, you know, let's see what happens now. I'm going to go deeper inside, and I'm trying to find the queen so I could checkmate them, you know. But I do feel sorry, and I hope I could have apologized, you know, to them. But, you know, just so is life. I can't let them, you know, be killing my trees and stuff like that. So I have to sacrifice them. I'm sorry, guys. So, you know, stay tuned. We'll see what happens with the queen. All right. I mean, I'm tired. You know, I don't see the queen. You know, the queen is the checkmate here. You know, I'm going down. I don't see the queen. I think I have to go and do some little bit of research about this, because I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But I know I'll get to the queen. I think perhaps maybe the queen is part of this mess here, but I don't see the queen. And this is the inside. But then, you know, this is how the artwork is going to be about. It's going to be some sort of like a cave thingy going on here, with a chair, you know. I mean, I could do anything with it. Let's see how deep it is. Yeah, it could be some sort of like a man cave thingy, you know. So yeah, I think I'll do that. But let me just look for the queen, man. She's been difficult to get. Oh my god. And yeah, so I can't still find the queen. I mean, I'm digging a grave now or something.
I can't even find the queen. But the thing is, I cannot stop because I think I'm running against time, and if I wait until tomorrow now, the queen will run away. So checkmate until checkmate, or I have to go do a little bit of research about it. But I'll keep digging until I'm tired. But hey, that's what's up. That's what's inside the termite hill you guys see. That's basically what inside goes all the way down. So let's see what happens once I go down. So there you go, my dear viewers. Oh my god. Okay, so there you go, my dear viewers. I am done now. I couldn't find the queen for some reason. Perhaps this is all this in the crap. I really wanted to show you guys what the queen looks like. I've been digging for a while. Perhaps I have to actually go and ask somebody about this. And yeah, cool. And then when I ask somebody, I'll know whether this is how I have to do it or not. But how did I do this in a whole lot of less than a day? It's not, it was hard, but in a sense, it reminds me of a time I used to work for the pleasure of other people, perhaps. Let me tell you the story. Let me sweep the all about when you're doing work, you do it from your heart. And it's not about concentrating on the work. I learned this from a monk, a Chinese monk. They're saying it's not really about the work, whether it's hard or how long the work is going to take. It's about enjoying every step of the way. Even in life, even in success, it's not about getting there. It's not about thinking about the end part of it, but it's about enjoying the stages you going through this process. And by enjoying it, that's where the passion comes in. This is why we say whatever you're doing and you're not really passionate about it, what happens is you're killing yourself, because you're not getting that joy or you're not getting that stimulation from it. And that's one of the ways you can use to identify what you're really good at or what you can be passionate about life. Like I said early on, some of the lessons I've learned, going through this, breaking somebody's construction. You see how, they constructed it such in a way it has so much networks underground. They have their own communication system. They have their own army. They have their own intelligence. They have everything. I'm not even saying that I'm more intelligent than them, because I'm pretty much scared now that I've seen how these termites have adapted through evolution to be such magnificent creatures. And bear with me, but I had this saying. I was saying it earlier, but I wanted to explain it to you more, because what happened is, if you look at humanity now, you see, not to be racist in such a way, but if you look at the Chinese, they mostly look like, they walk like ants. They walk in networks. At a short period of time, they could build, all those hospitals in Wuhan. In a short period of time, they're able to collaborate and come together and work simultaneously, effective in the most effective manner to finish a project. You can see how very well connected these people are. So I see them like ants or like termites. And then here we are, if people act like animals, they're acting like we can be the lions. Okay, let's say Africa are the lions, are the tigers, are the buffaloes and stuff like that, but then what that does to us, that it makes us backward, because we don't have those sort of communication systems. Because you can see it even if the way we act in terms of a female to get a female attention. If you see the way that the animals act, they start hitting each other's head. All they do is just eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep. And, if you look at the termite in another way, those people are building, pushing up their network. So at the end of the day, the ant, even though it's small and it's not so powerful, I would say, collectively, they're able to do amazing feats. So like these termites were able to do amazing feats like this because they were able to work together. And in a time like this, I think we should be more with an ant mentality or with a termite mentality. We cannot take this country forward or any country forward if we were divided in other ways, sort of tribes or lines or different animals or stuff like that. We should all unite together with one goal, with one understanding and one purpose. And in that way, we will be able to create amazing feats, that, magnificent feats, but we have to be together. This shows me unity. These termites here are unified for a mission. Now I'm the destroyer of, I became the destroyer of their world. They had their own world in there, can you imagine? And I'm like the destructive person. Trying to kill them because they're trying to kill me, but it's not an excuse, but you see how you can be a good person. I think by doing this, I'm trying to save the trees. I'm trying to, stop them from contaminating my house. But in one point also, I am killing them. So I'm doing good and I'm doing bad. So it's all about a balance, and it's the way that you actually see things. But I don't think you can even go through life without having to destroy something to create something. So let's say this coronavirus, in that sense also, if I was to, put it into knowledge-wise or wisdom, I would say that this wave that is coming is bad, but what it's doing also, there's a silver lining behind it. Because the silver lining in this coronavirus is we get to be more isolated, we get to know ourselves more, and we're more united than ever. We understand that now, as a country, there's nobody that's going to help us but us. So we're becoming more united and, putting aside our tribalism, our hate, our politics, our religion. Everybody is based on survival mode, So, after this, I hope it finishes as fast as possible. But after this, what's going to do is it's going to bring us all better together, and, we'll be more, there'll be more togetherness and there'll be more openness between us, and we'll be able to understand that the ultimate goal here is for us to collectively come together to achieve something, to have a total vision. As a nation, we must have a vision and a focus. What's our vision and our focus? It should be to collectively work towards that. And what we have been doing behind us in our past is that we were destroying each other. Everybody wanted to see something bad somebody is doing. Everybody wanted to talk something bad about somebody else. Everybody saying, I'm right, you're wrong, he's right, he's wrong, this one is better, I'm better, you're better. But that was not the way. And we keep doing this. We keep doing this over and over again. The only way that we can all move forward is if we put aside these differences that we have and come together collectively as one people with one goal and go through whatever it is we're going through together, and we will come out stronger and better prepared. This is going to be the first time we're going to have to go through this. We don't understand how it feels, but, that's the silver lining to me. The positive things that are happening. So, stay safe, stay home, and I'm glad you got to see what is inside a termite hill. This is my first time also, I'm just experimenting here, but I would like to do a lot of artwork in it. Maybe in a couple of days to come, if I don't have internet or if I don't have light, or I'm not in the mood, I might come out and, try to do my things. But, try to stay safe, stay cool, just stay safe. Protect yourself, protect your family, and be successful, use your mind productively, and don't be caught up in the negativity, please. Thank you.